finalist, ranked number 2 in the country for Ohio State, Sammy Sasso. And getting the call for Penn State, Beau Bartlett.
Sasso having a great year so far, and he was ready and poised last year to make a run in the NCAAs, and he's just gotten better. And quite frankly, they haven't made up their mind 149 yet at Penn State, and Coach Sanderson giving different wrestlers the opportunity, and probably at the end of the day, it'll be a coach's decision on who they think can get her done at the Big Ten.
Yeah, you look at Penn State at this weight class, Terrell Barraclough, Luke Gardner, Jared Verclaren. Here's Beau Bartlett. They have some great depth at this 149-pound weight class. Bartlett out of Tempe, Arizona, wrestled at Wyoming Seminary in Pennsylvania, was a 4-time national prep champion for Coach Scott Green. Ironman champion, won the Powerade a couple of times, but up against one tough customer in Sammy Sasso, undefeated at 8-0 this season, out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Nazareth up there in that Lehigh Valley. Such great, you know, there's meccas around the United States. That's a wrestling mecca there. Easton and Bethlehem and Nazareth. It's just a great, great place for wrestling. And the Lehigh Valley certainly proud of Sammy Sasso here. And he has really, he came, Coach Ryan was saying he showed up on October 26th prepared. You were either better or you were worse from the time they had off because of COVID. And Sammy Sasso came in because he's so self-motivated. Great takedown there. And there, I mean, we talk again about the freshmen of Penn State and the Penn of Stallions that they have. What a tremendous quick takedown.
This is an extremely young team, Penn State. A ton of freshmen loaded with talent. They are coming, these Nittany Lions. It's the next chapter in Penn State wrestling.
Yeah, I was going to say this would be a tough task for Bartlett, but you know, coming out of high school, etc., and he comes in with great credentials. You know, you'll see how he stacks up. Well, I guess he showed what he thinks out there. He's ready to scrap and get after it.
Sasso, a perfect 17-0 in Big Ten duels.
1 minute remains, opening period, 1 minute.
You look at the success of Ohio State, TJ. The Buckeyes have had a Big Ten champion 9 straight years. 8 of those years, multiple Big Ten champions. Of course, in 2017 and 2018, 4 each. And they'll rely on Sammy Sasso to add to those numbers, add to that history.
Action, gentlemen, action.
One of the leaders on this team, Tom Ryan always speaks so highly, said he's a savage, but he's a team-first guy. Teammates love him. He loves his teammates. Just a real pleasure to be around.
Bartlett doing a nice job of digging in and not letting Sammy Sasso control completely the inside ties like he does so easily with many of his opponents.
Short time here in this first period. Here's Sasso.
Great takedown at the end of the period. Looks like you'll be able to ride him out there. What an answer by Sasso.
Exactly, 3 unanswered. Bartlett strikes first, and then Sasso closes the period.
And he did strike from space, in on the single leg, drove through the hips for the 2. Great execution, and then Sasso in there, drops in, comes out the back door, scoops up the leg, and covers the hips for 2.
I get jacked up over great mat returns, and right there next to that is short time scoring. Win in the final 10 seconds. Get that escape, get that run out, get a turn. That's how you win big matches. Sasso 4 unanswered. Now doubling up Bartlett 4-2 early second period.
Sasso will wear you out with those snaps there. If you don't know how to prevent it, he's going to wear you down, put a bruise on the back of your head.
Sasso this season, a couple of pins, stuck Mike Carr of Illinois and Max Mirren of Iowa. Both guys ranked top 10. He's dangerous. Working an underhook on the right side. Able to square up is Bartlett. Exciting match here at 149. Sasso, Big Ten finalist, fell to Pat Lugo of Iowa. He beat Lugo and Carver Hawkeye in the duel against the Hawkeyes. had a great road weekend. He beat Lugo and Carver Hawkeye, and then Brayton Lee in Minneapolis. That garnered him Big Ten Wrestler of the Week honors. NWCA first-team All-American Sammy Sasso.
Right now, the reason Sasso's in the position he's in right here was that takedown at the end of the period. Your point, Shane, and that's what the best do. They score, and then without an answer,
30 seconds remain.
That's a advantage Sasso. If it even remains 4-2 going in, and Bartlett getting his opportunity underneath.
Sasso at Nazareth. Top 3 all 4 years in high school, 2-time state champion. He won it all. Super 32, the Iron Man, Beast of the East. Won in Fargo. A lot of success. And the second period, Sasso with the advantage to the third, and Bartlett takes a peek over at his corner.
You know, I think about the Lehigh Valley about every morning right now, because one of the best friends in the world of mine over the last 40 years, Greg Strobel, we lost him in September, and I'm participating in a Greg Strobel make-a-weight challenge over the next 30 days, and Greg was going to assist Jody Karam at Easton this year, and he was looking forward to that, and unfortunately he passed away in September, but his daughter Jen is, along with Chris Ayers, Princeton's coach, former wrestler, tremendous thing, the Greg Strobel Make-A-Weight Challenge, and we're trying to raise funds for the Beyond the Mat Leadership Academy that USA Wrestling is forming in tribute to Greg Strobel, one of the great people in wrestling, and so I think of Greg every morning, and I think of Lehigh and former head coach there, and now Pat Santoro there at Lehigh doing a great job and great area. And so Sammy Sasso stepping it up for the Lehigh Valley.
Just digging those toes into the Resolite, keeping weight forward on Bartlett's. Been able to ride him for almost a minute here in this third period. This is classic Sammy Sasso, just hard, gritty, tough wrestling. That late takedown in the first, he gets the quick escape, and another takedown in the second, and now he's going to work on the freshman here in the third.
And you know he's hunting too. I mean, when he's on top, you better not get your chin too close to your knee, because he'll slap up a crate. I mean, he pinned Michael Carr, he pinned Murin, he can pin anyone from whether it's scooting a corner on a defense on the takedown or whether it's on top. But you're right, he got a lot of pressure, knees aren't down, toes are driving. Now he's doing a nice job with his knee there as well, trying to stretch out Bartlett. Bartlett doing a nice job of staying on his base, giving himself an opportunity, but you got to get that hip separation.
Bartlett to his feet. He's been here a couple of times, but Sasso's been able to bring him back down to the Resolites.
Yeah, champions do what Sasso did. Scoring at the end of a period and riding, and you are not going to win a national championship if you can't get out. So you got to be able to get out if you're going to win, and Bartlett did, but a little too late.
With that riding time point, it's a 5-3 decision for Sammy Sasso, improves to 18-0 in his career in Big Ten duels, and he steps up big time for Ohio State tonight as they close the gap, now trailing Penn State.